Okay, first I want to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, for allowing me to make this video. I was just meditating on something, walk around the streets of my hand, doing some tasks for my mother, right? And I'm just like thinking, I'm like, damn, bro, like, during these end times, right, a lot of people gonna fall away from this truth. And what else? What else was I thinking? A lot of people gonna fall away from this truth. And, we know, well, we don't know, but only the Most High know who is going to really make it out of here, right? The elect are, right? Now, let's start at 2 Timothy 4. For the time, at 2 Timothy 4, verse 3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine, right? But after their own lusts shall they heap to themselves teachers, having itching ears, and they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned into fables. But watch you in all things, endure afflictions, right? Endure it. Through the work of evangelists, making full proof of thy ministry, right? Pushing out this truth, right? That's why I even started too. It says, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine, right? You can even get something. The whole book of Timothy is like, it's almost like instructions almost, right? Right, telling you to study and show yourself approved, avoid profane babblings, right? But I want to get at John 6:44, right? And even so, right, even I was also thinking about pretty sure Romans 8:11, talking about our spirit beareth witness that we're children of the Most High. Like, not everybody's gonna get this truth, right? Because we know that the Lord is only dealing with the Israelites. Amos 3, first 2 or 3 verses, right? You have Psalms 135, right? You have Psalms 149, and even in Jeremiah, the first couple chapters, he's constantly telling Israel and Judah to come back onto him, right? In those days, will they be saved, right? He's gonna restore them to their land, right? Hold up, train is coming. All right, never mind, the train was, on the upper station. But anyway, let's keep on going, right? We're gonna get that verse too. Right, I started at 38. For I came down from, this is Yahawashi speaking, right? This is red letter. For I came down from heaven not to do my own will, but the will of him that sent me. Who sent him? Yahweh, his father, right? And this is the Father's will. Just clearing it up. Which have sent me, that of all which he have given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up again at that last day, right? You read, I'm pretty sure Daniel 12:2, John's 5:28 and 29. You have 1 Thessalonians 4:17, talks about when he comes back, everybody's going to be brought back to life. Some is going to be brought back to everlasting life, which is going to be the elect that, make it out of here. And some are going to be brought back to life just to die again and that nuclear destruction, right? But let's keep on going, right? 40. And this is the will of him that sent me, that everyone which seeth the Son and believeth on him may have everlasting life. And I will raise him up at that last day, right? But 44 is what I'm trying to get at. No man can come to me except the Father which have sent me draw him, right? So the Most High only knows the people who's going to come back to life, right? He's going to send his Son to draw him up, right? To bring him, right? He's going to come here, or he's going to make him. Actually, you can even go to Matthew as well, right? You get the parables. Pretty sure maybe 17, I think, talking about the parable of the thorns. The word being. The seed falling into the thorns, the seed falling on the good ground and the seed falling on the wayside, right? When it's on the wayside, actually, we can just read that, right? But let's get that right now. Might have been 17, because the brother in the truth made a video on this exact same thing. And all right. Let's find that real quick. Well, actually, I can't find it. I thought it was 17. Is it 18? Damn, okay. There it is, Matthew 13, right? When any man heareth the word of the kingdom and understandeth not, then cometh the wicked one and catcheth away that which was sown in his heart. This is he which received seed by the wayside, right? As I said before, act like, I'm preaching out this truth, right? A man comes on to me and he says, he's listening. And then his girlfriend comes and snatches him away, right? right? That's that wicked one snatching, catcheth away that which was sown in his heart, right? 20. But he that received the seed into stony places, the same is he that heareth the word and anon with joy and receiveth it, right? So he's happy, he knows he's an Israelite man, he likes it. Yet have he not root in himself, but thirst for a while, right? It gives more clarification on that. For when tribulation or persecution ariseth because of the word, by and by he is offended, right? Basically saying, the word is in his mind, right? Like he knows some of the truth, but like he has no root, right? When tribulation arises, he departs from it. He departs from it, right? He also that received 22, right? He also that received seed among the thorns is he that heareth the word, and the care of this world and its deceitfulness of riches choke the word, and he becometh unfruitful, right? So you hear the word, and then you just still decide to, go on living in the world, right? And I'm pretty sure 1 John 2 and 15, if I'm not mistaken, he that loveth the world, the love of the Father is not in him, right? It's not in him. But he that receiveth, 23, but he that receiveth seed into good ground is he that heareth the word and understandeth it, right? He understands it. He hears it, understands it, which also beareth fruit and bringeth forth some an hundredfold, some 60, and some 30, right? Now let's get 1 John, pretty sure it's 2 and 17, right? And even 3 and 4, right? And hereby we know that we know him if we keep his commandments, right? That's that good seed. He that saith, I know him, and keepeth not his commandments is a liar, and the truth is not in him, right? Right here, 15. Love not the world, right? The thorns, right? Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him, right? 17. And the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of the Most High abideth forever, right? You literally have that everlasting life, right? And this talks about the Antichrist, which is, according to, if I'm not mistaken, GMS, South Carolina, they said the Antichrist are already here, right? Don't quote me on that. I'm not too sure, but, nonetheless, you get the point, right? Now we're going to end off in Romans 8 and 11, because I don't want this train to come and mess up my whole shit, right? Romans 8 and 16, Salakia, right? The Spirit itself bears witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, right? Was it 9 also? Yeah, 9, right? Verse 3, who are Israelites, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants and the giving of the law and the service of the Most High and the promises, right? That is you Israelites, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos. Right, I don't know if you heard me the first time, but those Israelites are you blacks, Hispanics. You Israelites are the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, and Latinos, right? That is all you, right? Let's start at 6. Not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel, which are of Israel. Meaning, like, as I said before, that chosen remnant, the chosen people are the Israelites, right? But there's a remnant of them that's gonna make it out. Those are the truly chosen. Those are the elect, right? Right, and even when you read Zechariah 13 and 8, you find out that only 2/3 of our people are going to perish, but that 1/3 is going to be left, right? And they're going to be the ones making it out. They're going to be tried as gold through fire. They're going to be given new bodies so they can't sin, And let's end off with 8, right? That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High, right? So, as I said before, that Spirit beareth witness that you're truly the children of the Most High. Now, obviously the children of the Most High are the Israelites, but that truly chosen people are the elect, right? So that's why it says 2/3 of Israel are going to perish, right? So it's like a big ass circle, and within that big circle, there's a small circle. That's truly the children of the Most High, right? 9. And this is the word of promise. At this time will I come, and Sarah shall have a son. And it goes on to talk about Jacob, have I hated Esau, But yeah, this goes, all right. Yeah, right here. Let's end off at 27. Isaiah also crieth concerning Israel, right? You see, the Bible is only dealing with the Israelites, right? The chosen people are the Israelites, right? He's not dealing with any of the world, right? That world that he's dealing with, according to John 3 and 16, right? You go to hop to Isaiah 45 and 17, right? That world is Israel. They're going to be saved, right? The Lord is not dealing with these other nations, right? They haven't known the judgments, right? Psalms 149, I'm pretty sure, or 147, not too sure, one of those, right? though the number of the children of Israel be the sand of the sea, a remnant shall be saved, right? And let me check one more time. Should be, I'm gonna say Psalms 147. Yeah, he showeth his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgments unto Israel. He have not dealt so with any nation. And as for his judgments, guess what? They have not known them. Praise ye the Lord, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahawashi, right? And 148 talks about, I said 149 though. This was vengeance. Yeah. See, look, to bind their kings with chains and their nobles with fetters of iron, to execute upon them the judgment, you know. They're going to be literally killed and they're going to be put into slavery, right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, right? You can read this one too. 148:14. He also exalted the horn of his people, the praise of all saints, even of the children of Israel, right? A people near unto him, right? And let's truly end off with, you know, Revelation 13:10, right? He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. And right there in the Psalms, those saints, right? You literally just read it. You literally just read it. It was Psalms 148. Those saints, right? Even of the children of Israel, right? With that, I'm going to stay. All praises to Yahweh. All praises and glory and honor unto Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahawashi, for allowing me to make this video. You know, Lord willing, you edified. You know, this was just something I was thinking about today, a couple minutes ago actually, and I felt compelled. You know, the Most High put the Spirit on me to, you know, prophesy, you know, about this. And you know, with that, I'm gonna say, Lord willing, you see the next video. And you know, with that, I'm gonna stay strong. Shalom, shalom. Yeah, I know I said at the end of the video, but I want to include this last verse, right? I'm pretty sure it's 2 Peter 3. Yeah, 9 and 10. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, meaning like, you know, I keep on reading. The Lord is not slack concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering, meaning patient to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But as we just read, you know, 2/3 of our people are gonna die because, you know, we're stubborn, we're stiff-necked, right? But the day of the Lord will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise. That's that nuclear destruction, right? And the elements shall melt with fervent heat, the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burned up, right? That is that nuclear fucking destruction. So when they say World War III is not gonna happen, that shit will happen. And, you know, before the nukes hit, right? Before those nukes hit, you know, the elect are gonna be beamed up, right? After some receive some spiritual powers, they're gonna be beamed up, and then we're gonna watch as this whole place gets blown to fucking smithereens. So, you know, with that, I'm gonna say, shalom, shalom. Forgot to include this verse, but the heavens and the earth, which are now, by the same word, are kept in store, reserved unto fire against the day of judgment and perdition of ungodly men. That fire is gonna hit with the nuclear destructions. Shalom.